we'll be screaming now. We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want.
Hey guys, it's Cordy. Today I'm going to be doing a video on what if the NHL playoffs started today. So, as of today, every NHL team has played at least 41 games. The only team that is not, that has played exactly 41 games is the San Jose Sharks. So I am doing this video a little bit late, but here's what the playoff would be looking like. So first in the Pacific Division is the Vegas Golden Knights, and last in the wild card race is the Minnesota Wild. So they're matched up. We have the Flames and the Kings, Jets and Stars, and to round out the West we have the Predators and the Blues. Now in the East we have the Capitals and the Penguins playing. The Penguins are actually the wild card team. They are the first, I believe, wild card team. Yep, they are the first wild card team in the East. I have the standings right in front of me on my phone. And then we have the Devils. They are projected to make the playoffs right now, and the Blue Jackets. And then we have the top team in the NHL right now, the Tampa Bay Lightning, playing against the New York Rangers. And then we have the Maple Leafs and the Bruins. So let's get into this playoff. So I'm going to speed this part up for you guys so you don't have to wait quite a bit. I'm just going to start out. I'm going to stop at every series part where a team could clinch the series. And I did forget to mention all of these teams for the playoffs are at 1:15 as of 6:44 p.m. if you were wondering. So let's get into the simming. So here we have the first team that could clinch their spot in the second round. The New Jersey Devils are up 3-0 on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's send them to the next game to see who will move on. And New Jersey does not clinch it. So here we have Pittsburgh, an opportunity to go up to the second round. The second opportunity, can they be the first team to clinch a spot in the second round? And no, they cannot. I'll just sim here with you guys until the next time. And now we have Nashville trying to get a spot against the Blues. Can they get a spot in the next round? Yes, Nashville is the first team to clinch a spot in the next round. The Blues are the first team to be eliminated. Can New Jersey, on their second try, they get into the next round? They win 4-1. And can Boston clinch a spot in the second round over the Toronto Maple Leafs? Yes, they do. Now we have the Vegas Golden Knights up 3-2. They clinch a spot in the next round over the Minnesota Wild, knocking them out. Now we have the Dallas Stars. They're up 3-2 over the Winnipeg Jets, and they clinch a spot in the next round. Now we have the Penguins. They're up 3-2 over the Capitals. Let's see if they move on. Yes, they do. Now we have Tampa Bay over the Rangers. They cannot clinch a spot in the second round, though. The Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning, first in the NHL, they cannot clinch a spot in the second round. It's going to a Game 7. And Calgary, can they go over LA? And they cannot. We have 2 Game 7s. And let's see what place the Rangers are in the NHL. The Rangers are 19th in the NHL. The best number, by the way. But it's the number 1 Tampa Bay Lightning against the 19th New York Rangers, and it's going to a Game 7. Who will win this? I can't find the much. Oh my gosh, the New York Rangers actually won the series. Let's see who wins, LA or Calgary. And I believe it'll just show us the next round. And the LA Kings won it, so they have to play the Vegas Golden Knights now. Let's get into the second round. Alright, now we have 3 teams that have chances to clinch spots in the next round. Vegas, Nashville, and the New York Rangers. The New York on their Cinderella run. The Vegas Golden Knights, they're 7-3 against the LA Kings, who are 5-6. Can Vegas clinch a spot in the next round? And the Vegas Golden Knights cannot. The Nashville Predators, 7-2 against the Dallas Stars, 5-5. Can Nashville clinch a spot in the next round? No, they cannot. We got the Pens and the Devils right now. That doesn't really matter. But now we got New York and Boston. New York is 7-4. Boston is 5-4. Can New York clinch a spot in the next round? And New York does. New York's Cinderella run continues. Here we got 3 teams getting second redemption. Vegas, can they hold on? And they do beat the LA Kings. Vegas Golden Knights moving on to the conference finals. Now we have Nashville, 7-3 going against Dallas, 6-5. Can Nashville get a win to put themselves in the second round? And they do. We have Vegas, Nashville, New York, and who will be playing New York in the conference finals? Will it be the Pittsburgh Penguins or the New Jersey Devils? And we'll have to wait for Game 7, Pittsburgh or New Jersey. And it is the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now in the conference finals, we have the 8-4 Vegas Golden Knights against the 8-3 Nashville Predators. And I can't see the next game. I hate you, NHL. And then we have the 8-5 Pittsburgh Penguins against the 8-4 New York Rangers. Let's sim this. So here we have the Pittsburgh Penguins with a chance to move on to the Stanley Cup Final. The Penguins are 11-6, the Rangers 9-7. Let's see who will move on to the Stanley Cup Final. And we are not sure yet. Vegas has a chance. The expansion franchise and the Vegas Golden Knights are going to the playoffs. Now we have the Pittsburgh Penguins up 3-2 on the New York Rangers. Let's see who wins this game. And it is the Pittsburgh Penguins. And in the Stanley Cup, we have the expansion franchise against the defending Stanley Cup champions. The Penguins 11-7 against the Vegas Golden Knights 12-6. Now, before we start the series, let's look at the stats so far. The playoff leader is Mika Zibanejad with 20 points, although his team is knocked out of the playoffs. He's also tied with Sidney Crosby with 20 points. David Perron has 17 for Vegas. Kessel has 15. Sagan Eakin has 14. And let's look at the teams from the Pacific, so Vegas. So we have Perron, Eakin, James Neal, William Karlsson, and Riley Smith as their top point scorers. And for the Pittsburgh Penguins, we have Crosby, Kessel, Gensel, Sheary, Malkin, and Russ as their top point scorers. Now let's start the Stanley Cup Final sim. Simulate this game. Go to the goals. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-0. Vegas Golden Knights, Lindbergh and Perron. Third period, wow, the Pittsburgh Penguins come back. Dumoulin, Gensel, Sheary, and Rust all score on Marc-Andre Fleury. So the Pittsburgh Penguins have a 1-0 lead in the Stanley Cup. First period, 2-1 Vegas, Eric Hall, Alex Tuch, and Patrick Hornquist. Second period, Vegas goes up 3-1 with a goal from Riley Smith. Third period, no goals happen. Vegas holds the lead, the 2-goal lead this time. We have a 1-1 series. Third game, go to goals. First period, 1-1. William Carrier and Justin Schultz score for each team. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby score for the Pens. Third period, Evgeny Malkin scores twice. Malkin with the hat trick. The Pens take that game 5-1, and they are up 2-1 in the series. Now we're at Game 4. First period, 3-0 for the Penguins. Letang, Crosby, and Hornquist all score on Fleury. Second period, Lindbergh and Tuch score for the Vegas Golden Knights. In the third period, William Karlsson ties it. We're going to overtime. In the first overtime, Greg McKegg, I don't know who that is. I'm going to say he's probably a fourth liner, scores on Marc-Andre Fleury. It is 3-1 in favor of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they have a chance to clinch the Stanley Cup. First period here, Brayden McNabb scores for the Vegas Golden Knights. Second period, Gensel and Malkin score for the Penguins. Let's put the sim at 8x and resume simulation. James Neal scores to tie it up 2-2 with the game on the line. James, the real deal Neal, is stepping in to make sure Pittsburgh does not take home the Stanley Cup. But Patrick Hornquist scores from no angle, and Connor Sheary gets a goal from the circle. It's 4-2. Sidney Crosby gets one from a really, really bad angle. I'm not sure how that went in. Oh, never mind. Where was that from? That was from out there. I did not see James Neal's goal. It is 5-2. Can Vegas do anything? Tom Kuhnhackl with the goal. I'm going to go into the thing. I keep hitting my phone. I'm just going to set it down over here. Oh my, it's 6-2. Pittsburgh, they will win the Stanley Cup. My mic fell. Oh my gosh. Pause the sim. Oh no, it's complete. Oops. Oh well. Well, we couldn't see the Stanley Cup celebration. But if the playoffs started today, the Pittsburgh Penguins will have won the Stanley Cup. There you see, they're 16-8, twice as many wins as losses. They beat the Vegas Golden Knights 4-1 in the Stanley Cup final. But as we now know, Vegas is no fluke. But according to the NHL, the Penguins will three-peat. I will see you guys next time. Bye.